Hey Dacia, can you hear me? You can only hear me chewing this candy. Is it on? Okay, good. If you're hearing funny noises, it's me because I'm eating a candy here. And I'm a little bit stuffed up here. I'm getting sick. But anyway, let's start over, Dacia. If you can get to Google and Google Restream. You can either text me there or on WhatsApp, whatever. Let me know when you're ready. When you see this page that I'm on here. These are good. Okay. Okay. Then click on the first one that you see. Do you see the restream right there where I'm at right there? The first one. You click on that. Oh, mine's already here because I have it. But if you don't have it here, make an account. Do you know what it'll say? Do you remember? You don't remember what it says. Let's see. Yeah. So you say you already have an account. So where here are you having the issues here? Once you have the account, what do you do next? And can you see this? Can you see at least the home screen? That right there, that's the home. Can you see that one? I just sent you the WhatsApp screenshot. Okay. Oh, this is the video I'm watching. Let's turn it off. This is what she can see. What next? Okay, do you see up in the top, Dacia, where it says new stream? Right there where my hand is at? Okay, click on that and you'll see this box pop up. Remember your steps here, but I'll have the video live. The live will be there when you need to come back to look at it. So now you're going to click on Restream Studio. Are you still with me? You still in the same spot as me? I hope I'm not yelling here. Sorry if I'm yelling, pulling your ears here. Okay. So you have the same screen as I have. See, we should have gone live together, Dacia. We could have just been talking here. Okay, we're both together. So now here, what's next for her? And then, see the little plus sign here? Click the plus sign. Okay, Dacia, you're gonna click on that little plus sign, and then you're gonna look for local video. Your page is on camera on. I mean, do you have a camera set up? Each live on cam and option to enter studio. Can you see right there what I'm doing? Right there, Dacia. You see that while I'm poking it? Can you do that? Here, Dacia, I tell you what, hold on. Let's make this, oh boy. Why doesn't my phone come on? Okay. watch is but somebody different maybe. I thought it was Rinku, but maybe not. We were going to put the live on like a private and unlisted, but I don't think anybody would come in anyway. I spent almost half the day watching videos and sending comments everywhere.
Oh my god!
And it just makes
why do you do that?
And it makes us angry that you can send so many comments and that all you get back is thank you. It's like no thank you, return.
Yeah, why do you do that? You follow too many channels.
Well, because that's the only way that if you comment, you're gonna get a comment back.
Right.
And that's the whole point of it. That's the reason I have a lot of views like that, because if you go comment, they're gonna comment back. In here, you see where it says new stream?
Right.
We're going through the whole step again. Hold on.
Let me go back.
Okay, so go ahead. You see how did you get the same thing that I got?
Hold on. So I click new stream again. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Go through the whole process all over again.
Yeah. I clear everything now. Okay, new stream checked, and then restream studio. Okay, now it's putting everything together. Okay, now what I have is exactly what you have, only that my camera is on and yours is
Okay, that's fine.
Not.
Now click on it. Yeah, did you see, you have what I have there?
Okay, if I click enter studio. Okay, you know what's interesting? You know the page that you showed me earlier? When I click enter studio, I have the same page now that you're showing me earlier.
Okay, hold on.
All right.
To get rid of the
Okay, now to get rid of the camera, are you on the same page I am right now?
No. I enter studio.
Uh-huh.
Click enter studio, and what I have is, you want a screenshot of that?
We lost it.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on, we gotta go through it again. Hold on.
No, I think we're on the same page actually as earlier.
Okay.
So just
You just had
yeah, I just have to show you exactly what comes out now. There you go. So after I hit enter studio, I sent you the WhatsApp photo. So that's exactly what comes out now, which I thought was the right page.
Yeah, but
okay, so
so
I guess I'll go.
Yeah, so let's turn the camera off.
I go to my setting.
Okay. You see where it says sources? Where I'm at?
Sources. I don't see that.
It should be right.
It's folder design notes.
Yeah, it's right there where you sent me the picture. It's right there. I see it. Where it says go live and it says sources.
Oh, when I click the plus. When I click the plus sign, you mean?
No, you see this right here?
Yeah.
That your little person there.
Yeah, okay, I see that now. Sorry. Okay.
Okay. Now.
Turn off the camera. Done.
There.
And now we are looking like, yeah, we're on the same page now.
Okay.
I turn off the camera,
okay.
So I just see
now,
the exact same screen.
Now clear.
Oh my gosh.
Now let's do the plus. See the plus right here?
Yep.
Click the plus. Can you show me who's here? Okay, good. I'm just checking to see if there's anybody in the room. Here we are going through the steps and everybody's watching us like we're ignorant, right? Okay, go ahead. Where are we at now? Now you see where I'm touching now?
Show more. Okay.
Local video. Your camera's off, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So you see now where it says local video?
Yep.
Now you're gonna hold on. I'm gonna hold on for a second. Don't move from there.
Yeah.
What was that about? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna blur out my files. The files in there that I mean, this is a live, but other people can come in.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just follow along. So you see how I blurred out a little bit?
I can still see everything real clear on my end.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fine.
Okay, that's safer. Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Okay, you see where it says local videos?
Yep.
Okay, you're gonna touch the local video.
Okay.
And then right there, you're gonna look for the folder that you're looking for. The folder, so you know where you're gonna get them from.
Well, it's actually in my studio, like the link, like the live itself, because it was a live stream.
Okay, so then we're gonna get it from her live.
Because I want to live stream.
Okay, so go. So then go to your live, and go download it to your computer.
I need to go live.
And right click and download it.
Okay. Now it's downloading. Then once
it's
done,
save it to save it to a certain folder where put all your videos that you want to be streaming into one folder. That way you can keep changing them later. You see how when sometimes when I'm on there, you can see that sometimes I change the videos.
Yeah, I know. You were very good at that actually. Well, I guess I just need to figure out the first time, and then I can just copy and paste. Sure, thingy. So
yeah,
it's just downloading now. So
well, this will get easier because I don't know this part because my son does it, but I already know how to. I don't need him no more because I just come in and put the video up and I'm already ready to go.
Select the video.
It's just that one time when you're doing all this right now, but once you get a hang of it, it gets easier.
But it's good that you put it on live at least. Kind of
go backtrack.
Go back to it, except that. Anyway, it's not so difficult. I think it's just really stupid setting with the camera and stuff.
Yeah. So now
it's downloading now. It's say 2 minutes.
Okay.
It's quick anyway. We have a very strong internet system in Singapore. We're 5G here. My house is very strong.
Yeah, mine is strong also, but right now it's slow because my box that they sent my box is too old, they said, so they sent me a new one and I'm just waiting for
it's almost done. Very quick. Of course, this is a big live stream as well. This is like 2 hours something, or 2 hours. So how does it work, Pumpkin? This is just gonna run by itself.
You can let it run all night. We're gonna show you how to loop it and everything.
The music, is it the same, or can I cover it? So boring.
Your video doesn't have music, right?
No, you know what's funny, because I added the music from YouTube Studio. Just to cover
that's what I do.
It's just processing right now, but I don't think that would capture it right now as I do it. So I guess on the live stream it still covered the.
Well, if you use YouTube, if you use the YouTube sounds and all that, it's all right. But like me, I have some videos that'll give me copyright, But it gives you a chance when you get those copyrights. It'll give you a chance. That's why sometimes I don't care. I just put music out there because I just clip it. I'll just cut it, whatever.
I've never done any of this. I'm on.
If you get a copyright, if you get a copyright for some reason, just go through it and read it. It'll tell you what to do if you want to clip it or blur it. You know, if there's something.
Oh my gosh.
But it's no big deal. It doesn't hurt you.
Okay, that is so funny, right? It sounds so serious though. You got copyright strike.
Well, there's a strike. There's copyright, and then there's strike. The copyright doesn't hurt you, but I still go and fix it because it's better to fix it that way. When you do get monetized, it won't hurt you. But a strike will hurt you. A strike, you can get your channel removed after I think the third one.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. All the hard work that we.
Yeah, I have copyrights. I just go and I don't care. I just go and cut it. I just fix it at the end. It tells you to fix it, so no big deal.
Download is done.
Okay, let's move on then. So now,
no, because I don't want to keep
okay.
you up so late.
Oh, I don't go to bed till like 6 in the morning.
Okay.
So you see where it says local video? Once again, you're gonna go into your local video.
How did we go there again?
The little no source. Where are you at?
I'm not so sorry.
It's a plus sign at the bottom.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. So here I can see then. Okay. Just save it on desktop. To save it on desktop. And I'll just put it first on the desktop to make it easy.
See, I wouldn't even be able to find it on my desktop because it's covered in videos and folders. I haven't. What's the matter? Hey, I got a question.
Yeah.
How?
Hold on. Are you live? It's blur.
No. I mean, is it sideways? Is it up or down?
No, it's normal.
What?
I'm watching you on my laptop, right?
No. Okay, I made a mistake here. What I was asking you, it's because my son's over here giving me all gestures. So he wants to know if your video. No, it's because long video. If your video is gonna be, it's gonna be like a long, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because
it's in there now. Actually, it looks like it's in there.
Okay, so you got your long videos and you have your short videos, and this is more for a short video, upwards. So if you're gonna do long, it's gonna look the way mine did last night, just a little tiny box. That's why I put like on the top, I'll put words.
It's down. It looks like it's already on the.
Bye.